What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in to the VSO Gun Channel. I've elected to do our yearly SHOT Show debrief via a voiceover and digital compilation because this year's brand of SHOT Show crud comes complete with bleeding sinusitis and a fairly disruptive pneumonic cough. For those of you that are not familiar, rather than doing a whole bunch of boring booth videos, I have listened to you, the audience, and have been doing these compilation vids for a few years now. This allows me to show you some things that I thought were cool or different, and then you can tell me what I should go chase down and focus on for evaluation. Really quick though, because this was in Las Vegas and it required travel and all that sort of stuff, you guys know that it was a fairly expensive trip, and with the discrimination running rampant in the monetization sphere, I could use some help. So this video is brought to you in part by Big Daddy Unlimited. BDU is a buyer's club that allows you to take advantage of distributor pricing on things like optics, lights, and other outdoor equipment. In the description box below, I will have a link to my website where I have a briefing on BDU. I suggest you read this overview before using the service to determine if it's a good fit for your lifestyle. So let's start with an overview of the channel activity last week. I decided rather than bringing you content from the show floor, which I find to be exceptionally boring, that I would publish a few fun projects that I had in the works for several months. Firstly, we covered the Bowers Vers 30T, which is a titanium 30 cal can designed for use in precision rifles. And the big one last week was the tactical flintlock, which took a long time to compile into a working piece. Sunday, following the completion of SHOT Show, I had an exclusive of the ODS 1775 Aerospace AK-47 that was filmed from a range in Nevada. There will be links in the description box for all of those videos as well. Okay, on to the stuff that you had to be a follower of our IG or Facebook feeds to get a hint of. First off, at Industry Day at the Range, which is a private invite-only event that happens the day before the show opens, I got to get on the full auto version of the 5.7 Banshee, which you will remember that I eval'd last year. That thing is so much fun, but deeper down, I wanted to say that you can really tell that they did their prep for the commercially available version when you shoot the full auto version. Later in the week, I also got a look at the new 350 Legend rifle from CMMG that brings that straight-walled cartridge goodness to those of us behind the Iron Curtain in the hunting world who have to use them for deer. Also at Industry Day, Stag released a line of pistol caliber carbines, pistols, and probably SBRs as well, in a range of calibers including, wait for it, 10 millimeter.
It's only one extra millimeter, but it's all the millimeters you need.
Also at Industry Day, I got some playtime with the new Rex Delta, and throughout the show, I got to see a very nice custom job of one done by our friends at Border Pine Industries. Honorable mention here for a product that may change the way we do things here from a film standpoint. Walker Defense, the people that you'll remember brought us the Nero last year that we eval'd, have a new spin on filming through the optic. I'm currently waiting on an NDA from those guys as we speak so that we can do a little bit of work with what they got in the works. I also took an opportunity to cross off a bucket list item in the shooting of a full auto AA-12 that Sola Victus brought. They are supposedly doing a commercially available version, but I did not see one there.
Safety on? It is, sir.
A short product hiatus. One of the reasons I go to this show is to see my friends that I only see a few times a year. I got pictures with some of them, however, this year I made several new ones that you may recognize through the Leviathan Group. The Leviathan Group also does some work in the movie space, and they had several props on site that were really cool to play with. One in particular I was very excited to get an exclusive out-of-the-case experience with.
We are here at the Trijicon booth at the NSSF SHOT Show 2019, and I have something very special. You guys will recognize this. Who is it? The Gun of Wick. The Gun of Wick. Yes, John Wick 3. This is the weapon that Keanu uses, and we're very happy to be able to pull it out of the case for an exclusive look. You can see, you can recognize all the cool toys that are all over it. They only let a few of us take it out of the thing. It's going to be out of the case for like 5 minutes. Unfortunately, they would not let me shoot it. I'd probably break it.
What do you guys think? Would you be interested in seeing a dedicated video from the range on this one? Along the same lines, we took a trip to the Seekins booth to see the Punisher rifle for the upcoming season, and I also did a live spot on our Facebook page detailing their new attachment system. They also had a stupid light bolt gun there as a technology demonstrator. One of my friends, Kevin Dixie, released his private label pistols, The Truth series, spreading the message that gun control is a lie. If you want to know more about this, Tactical Shit did a really great interview. Go see it. Speaking of other developments from my friends, my buddy Marco came out with his book on the AK-47, and as someone who is enamored with the Kalashnikov, I picked up a copy immediately. To quote him, "It even have pictures so that you can follow along." Now, the award for the coolest display at the show goes to Aimpoint for having a 3D interactive video game where you can engage digital wild boar. I am, however, going to be sending them my medical bill, though, once I compile the cost of this year's crud. In all seriousness, though, it was really fun. Although I would have scored a lot better if I had been told at the onset that it wasn't a machine gun with unlimited ammo. Speaking of which, Norma came out with several exciting loadings this year, but the most pertinent to me is the monolithic hollow points for handguns, which I've also received an eval sample for this afternoon. Two outside-the-box gadgets that I thought were really cool. Medieval Industries brought their tripod mount, which actually interfaces with their vertical grip, allowing you to basically table mount your firearm pretty quickly. And the other one was from Diamond Head. They had this new spin-on sights with tritium, and it was basically a ghost ring of sorts. Franklin Armory is always known for doing crazy things, and this year they did not disappoint with a quasi-open bolt single-shot sort of semi-auto PCC, probably an amazing suppressor hose.
Trigger, holds it to the rear, drops the bolt and fires. And ejects the magazine apparently.
While Hotsun continues to deliver high-powered PCP air rifles, they took a step out of the norm and announced domestic availability of their Escort line of shotguns, which range from everything from your Turkish autoloaders to some crazy tactical-looking shotguns. While we're on the topic of big bore, I stopped by the Magnum Research booth to see the new offerings in the Desert Eagle and the BFR lines, and basically what we're talking about here is anti-vehicle pistols. Tried and true, C Products announced the commercial availability of the Duramag, and also delivered on several key SKUs, including a dedicated 450 Bushmaster mag. I took a stop by my favorite bag manufacturer, Vanquest, and the only word that I can use to describe what they've done is upgrade in a very big way, what I consider an already well-built line, and they did so with modularity in mind. Polymer 80 brought their new multi-platform pistol chassis for display that doesn't have to be an SBR if you don't want it to be. And of course, how can we talk about poly pistols without mentioning the Undisputed King with High Point's demonstration of concept that may infringe on some Halo patents that won't be filed for 700 years. Anyway, guys, that's about all the breath I have after being stranded in Denver for a bit. I'm going to go back to bed. Please leave a comment down below, especially on what you would like to see me cover, especially if I miss something in this video. Thanks for watching the VSO Gun Channel, and hopefully we'll see you guys in a future video.